15 books that can help you become a millionaire. In order to become rich, you need to start thinking like a rich person. That means accumulating the right kind of knowledge and taking the right kind of action. Action that can lead to you becoming one of the world's financial elites someday. If you want to be rich, start by reading these 15 books about money management, investing, personal finance, and more. It is of the utmost importance for everyone these days to find sound strategies for becoming a millionaire. It's much easier than one might think if you have the right information about how to go about it. 15 books that can help you become rich and successful are listed below, both in theory and in practice. This video will show you 15 books that will help you become a millionaire. We have listed all of the most influential books we read when we were in your position. At the end of this video, you will know why you should read each of them, so you can pick the one that is best for you. Let's remember that an average CEO reads 50 books per year, while the average American reads just one. So with that in mind, let's dig into these books. Number 1. The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. Naval Ravikant is the author of the free online almanac full of his most contemplative insights into life and business. One suggestion would be this book, which we believe will provide the basis for all of your professional endeavors, with so know for a place to start. Someday, you'll be glad you put up with it. Number 2. The Richest Man in Babylon. The Richest Man in Babylon is the book we always recommend to our beginner friends and those who are younger. This book will change your perspective on money and teach you the secrets on how to accumulate it. Something easy to consume and great for a person who doesn't read much. It's not expensive, but it is extremely valuable. He can't wait to be his own boss, be the master of his own life, and end his years of service to other people. Well, read The Richest Man in Babylon. Number 3. The $100 Startup. Everyone thinks a $1 million company requires millions of dollars to fund, but that isn't true. The $100 Startup is a book we can read on our journey to financial freedom. There isn't really a need to copy the business models in the book, although you could, but it's filled with examples of how others have done it for less than $100. You will no longer be able to use the excuse, "I don't have enough money to start." If you read this book, utilize it as soon as possible. Number 4. Losing My Virginity. We grew up looking up to the successes that Branson has been able to find over the years in the multiple companies he manages. There are currently 400 different companies which belong to the Virgin Group. It's outrageous that he started the biggest ones by himself, considering the others didn't want to start on their own. For people who want to identify their own opportunities based on their needs, it would be beneficial to read Losing My Virginity. Travel will stimulate you and encourage your brain to think in a linear way. Number 5. Millionaire Fastline. We will be recommended the same books over and over again. These books that teach you how to stop buying lattes, save every nickel, and invest in mutual funds. The book comes out with the brutal truths that we like just how we like them. When you read this book, you will gain an understanding of how capital gains work and how you can build a business that grows exponentially. Number 6. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. How many of you were hoping this would appear on the list? It's smart of you to know this. But yes, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a classic in passive income. You will not be rich until you achieve passive income. This is the Bible for achieving passive income. Basically, figure out how much it costs you to maintain your lifestyle. Work your tail off until you accumulate enough passive income to cover it, and you're free. Number 7. The 10 Times Rule. Whether you love Grant Cardone or you despise him, the 10 Times Rule is a piece of motivation for you to think bigger and take more action. Our team reads the 10 Times Rule every year to remind us of the amount of action needed to crush a target. Every year, no matter what. Number 8. The 4-Hour Workweek. Honestly, this was a game changer for us because we've built blocks from the very beginning to be a location-independent business. This means that you can travel around the world and still crush your goals while still working for our company. Once you experience this level of freedom, you will never go back to corporate life. Even Tim works more than 4 hours a week. We know that even some of us don't believe in the 4-hour work week. Learn from this book how to develop a system that is right for your business. Number 9, how to win friends and influence people. You need to be able to get along with other people and to earn their trust. If they like you, they'll want to spend time with you. As you spend time together, you learn how to win friends and influence people. We still think it's the best book we've read on the topic, and you'll also like it. Focus on the fundamentals, and you'll be fine. Number 10, The Total Money Makeover. We wanted to include a book for those of you who aren't starting from zero. Some of you are actually in the negative. You are in debt, and you are struggling. Ramsey's take is actionable, direct, and what the general public needs to begin taking control of how they spend their money. If you want to finally do something about your money problems, buy this one for $11. Number 11, Atomic Habits. You know you're wasting your time procrastinating if you're lazy. This book is for you. In the meantime, you want to keep getting better. The gap between these two are in the small things you do every day. Atomic Habits deal with routines and how to establish them. Number 12, The E-Myth Revisited. This is the perfect book for those of you who are living paycheck to paycheck, yet have a marketable skill and would like to start your own business. It'll help you figure out if you should make the move or not. Additionally, if you read this book, you may have a chance of surviving at least the first year without becoming burnt out. Most companies fail during the first year because people who never read this book usually let their personal ambition outpace their drive for profitability. We highly encourage you to get a copy. What you don't want to do when starting a business is find yourself employed in your company, even though you're running it. Number 13, The Lean Startup. You know, some of us are numbers people who like to measure and optimize everything. It's a bit more technical than the rest, but it's the best book for building a startup company. Hey, do you want to give your startup a chance for survival, or we are just pretending? With the entire startup scene continuously changing, the Lean Startup will do wonders for anyone applying the lessons of traditional tech companies to a Web3 startup. Number 14, The Hard Thing About Hard Things. After buying this Lean Startup book, the other hard thing to know is the ongoing evolution of concepts introduced by it. You should buy this Lean Startup book and these two books together. If you are the CEO of the company with few employees and looking to grow, this is the book you need to have your nightstand. Get it? Read it? Absorb it. Mark Horowitz is the kind of billionaire we are aspiring entrepreneurs hope to be. It's difficult to be a CEO, but this book will give advice about what it's like and what you need to do to improve your chances of success. Number 15, Money Master the Game. Once you reach $100,000 or $200,000, the road to 1 million is fairly straightforward and fairly easy. This book by Robin takes it into simple to follow terms so that you can formulate a long-term strategy for investing the income you're bringing in. At least this is how it worked for us. Put all 15 of these books together and you'll save over $300 and learn more about making money than you would get from any quick rich course. Of these 15 books on this list, have you read any of them? Leave your feedbacks in the comments. As for those of you who are still with us, here's your bonus. The future of learning is personalized knowledge. We don't believe in cookie-cutter solutions. The type of advice that works for everybody, because you're probably not like everybody. Trying to get financial advice that works for a 30-year-old woman in the US might not work for a 40-year-old woman in the Philippines. Your goal in life is to improve life as a whole. That includes money but also happiness, mental health, relationships, and your understanding of the world. In Lu Luxury, we are building a new kind of learning that accomplishes exactly like that. We are consuming vast amounts of knowledge, processing them through our own filters, and squeezing out the only juice that can make a difference. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment.